that Jesus died because this was important to him, that we be made right with God, but that we also be made right with each other. And so as a church, we want to be about that. We want to be about reconciling people to God and then being reconciled to one another. And the scripture we looked at last week and we'll continue to look at in the series is from Ephesians 4, where Paul says, "In your anger, do not sin," literally translated, be angry, but sin not. There is an appropriate place for anger. James says that you be slow to anger. We read about the righteous indignation or the righteous anger of God. There are certain things that should cause us to be angry, but in our anger, we don't sin. We want to handle our anger in a way that honors God. We want to resolve it in a way that is redemptive. And so Paul says, "In your anger, do not sin." And then he gives us this guideline, this guardrail, and don't let the sun go down while you're still angry. In other words, you don't want to just let it simmer. You don't want to ignore it. You don't want to just rehash it, replay it. Don't let the sun go down while you're still angry, and don't give the devil a foothold. That anger, as much as any emotion, is an opportunity for the enemy to have access. Anger is the open door that gives the enemy access to every room in your heart. So if we don't deal with our anger in the right way, then the enemy knows that it is a foothold, it is a staging ground, it is a place for him to set up camp. And he knows that through this emotion of anger that he can have access to destruction in our physical life, our relationships, our spiritual life.